Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an Object 261. It's a Tier 10 Soviet SPG. It's located on the eastbourne of Malinovka, and this one's under the command of Andromedaa. Game on! Okay, well, in this battle you are going to see something which a lot of Arty players get accused of doing, but on this occasion you're going to see a heavy tank and a medium tank drown themselves. Yep, rather than fight, they drown themselves. It's not Arty that tends to drown, it's the enemy team that's losing. Okay, he's dialing in on an E100, rounds out. Now he left that one a little late before shooting. I think he didn't give it enough lead, but he's got a fairly long reload. It's an 18cm howitzer, does 900 alpha, 29 seconds stun duration if you can get the long one. And it looks like there's an enemy tank in those bushes because the TVP 250-51 went through just after the bushes fell. Looks like there's another enemy there. There's an AMX-13-105. Oh, just missed him. Got some stun assist though. Now, if I remember correctly by the book, I think it's around about 22-23 seconds on the reload for this particular Arty, and you can run out of shells in a 15-minute battle. It is possible. Okay, he's still trying to get this AMX-13-105. Fires around in. Gets 126 hit points of splash off that one. The enemies have appeared on top of the hill by now, and he's got a bunch of bunch of his own team going up there. I suspect there's also a bunch of enemy tanks up there as well, so you might want to focus in that direction. In the meantime, there's a Super Conqueror trying to make his way along the south end, right next door to the river. He's loaded, he's ready to go, rounds out, and nice hit! Oh, and he managed to get the thing in the water. I wonder if that's the heavy tank that drowned. Well, he is going to drown. He's not going to get out of that. And he's gone. And he forced him to drown, so although it's showing as drowned, he should have actually got the kill there because he hit the guy just as he fell off the edge. And I presume his damage was responsible for the guy drowning, but okay, we've got a 121B, lining him up, rounds out, this looks good. Oh, now it went long there. That was very, very cruel because that should have hit the target. Instead the shell went very long and landed outside the map. Next target's that E100 that we fired at before. Almost loaded. Got a bit of reticule bloom there. He adjusted the vehicle and the vehicle had to move, and it landed short this time. Now my tip here is actually to engage the enemy tanks that are actually fighting your guys at the time. Now the E100 is the tank that's next to in line to be hit by our guys, so the more you hit it, the more you stun it, the more stun assist you pick up, and that means more points, more credits at the end of the game. Okay, he's lined up on the M60, just dialing in, rounds out, and no, it went long. He wasn't fully dialed in before he shot, and that's why the shell didn't go near the target. Again, he's not hitting the E100. He's now settled himself right next door to the church, and that's forced some of our guys to go down the cliff edge to avoid his shells. And in fact, there's an enemy 121B in the wood as well. And the enemy Arty's come into sight. So, of course, there's a perfect target he can go for, but instead he's still going after the M60. And this time around he hits it because it was fully dialed in, and he gets 349 hit points. Well, a TVP 250-51's trying to cross the gap. I wonder if he gets hit. Oh, he goes into the water. It looks like he's going to drown as well. Let's see if we can get some stun. Oh, no, he drowned anyway. So that's two tanks have drowned. And they didn't even need to drown. They just made a big mistake, a tactical error. Okay, going back to that M60. Dialing in. Rounds out. This looks good. It is 348. He was fully dialed in. He was right on target. There was no way that was going to miss. But he's also got a Jaegeru just nearby, and he can certainly put some damage into that guy. Although, at the moment, he's not doing much from that position. The M60 can pop up and take shots every now and then. The Jaegeru cannot. And now the Jaegeru's decided to get involved. So now it's a good chance to hit both of them at the same time. Well, he's hit the M60 for another 419, and the Jaegeru was stunned at the same time. He still wants to get that M60. The Jaegeru's trying to cross the gap. T100 LT's trying to do the same. Can he get a shot into this Jaegeru? Rounds out. Missing. Oh, no, he got it. He did hit him in the side, and the M60 has just been killed. Or did it? No, he didn't die. He's still alive. I thought for a second he had gone. Actually, we lost one of our teammates, the batch at 25 ton. And now that corner of the map has fallen. Now, he doesn't have to move as yet, but he might want to start thinking about moving in the near future, because the enemy is now moving towards our cap. Got an AMX 13105, he dies. Got this Wizzy 111 Model 5A. It's a little difficult to hit him in this position because he's in a dip. You need to extend the aim a little further on to allow the shell to hit the target. Rounds out. He got some splash on the Progetto. And the Wizzy 111 Model 5A is now going to suffer. We've got an Object 430U closing in on him. And we're almost loaded. Oh, that was explosive! The turret blew off that Wizzy. And now it looks like the enemy attack force in the south is rather isolated, because our guys have control of the north end of the lake. And that means that all they've got up there is an Object 261, an STB, and a batch at 155.58. And our guys are saying, check the north of this inlet. But here's that T100 LT. Rounds out. Oh, good hit. Splash hit for 207. He's taken out immediately afterwards by our Jaegeru. Nice to have a friendly Jaegeru nearby. Or was it the Jaegeru? Sorry, no, I don't think it was the Jaegeru who got him. I think it was the Striv or the TVP. Okay, the Jaegeru is over this area of the map. We're now aiming towards him. There he is. And just got a shot off, but round out. Splash hit for 770. He's headed for the water. Looks like he's going to drown himself. Well, not intentionally. He's hovering over the edge. If he stays where he is, we'll get another round into him. Both the enemy Arty have been wiped out, so it's only the Jaegeru now. Rounds out. Direct hit. Right on the money. And he's down to 427. Now he's down to 162. He's a one shot. He's going to die very shortly. Tanks are closing in on his position. Striv's getting ready. And the kill shot goes from the TVP T5051. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it's a bruiser medal for Andromeda in the Object 261. He managed to get at least 13, at least 5 critical hits. He got 13. He also got a Confederate medal for getting at least, or hitting more of the enemy than anyone else in his team. And in fact, actually, he didn't get a single kill in that game, but he did hit a lot of the enemy during it. 1,789 was the win rate, which is very good. And if we look at team score, We can see when it came to damage, it was actually the STB1 on the enemy team managed to get 5,025 hit points. Then it was our TVP with 4,547, followed by our Super Conqueror with 3,069. Then came the Object 261 on the enemy team. And then we've got Andromeda with 2,368 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, it was actually the STB1 again that got 4 kills. TVP, Superconk and the Object 430U all managed to get 3 kills apiece. And the Andromeda's 261 didn't get anything, I'm afraid. And when it came to base XP, it's the TVP who managed to best with 918, 734 for the Superconk, 676 for the 430U, and we can see that Andromeda managed to get 635. He fired 15 rounds, got 5 direct hits, no penetration, 16 splash. Damage of 2,368 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damage 7 of the enemy, didn't get any kills, but he managed to get 1,274 hit points of stun assist off 16 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 45,224 credits, and after ammunition resupply, took away 15,524 credits. He got 2 awards for the Confederate, and 6 for the battle, total 8. And he earned 952 XP, got 2,859 for completing the mission events, and took away 3,811 experience points altogether. So a very satisfactory game there for Andromeda in the Object 261. Didn't get a kill, but he did get some nice damage out of it, and of course he did take a profit. And of course we did see the medium and heavy drown. Now I thought that when they drowned, actually they did so intentionally. In fact, actually it's because they made a huge tactical error to try and drop down into the water to seek cover before they reached the end of that pass. And of course all it happened is that they couldn't drive their way out of it and they drowned. So bad luck to those guys. You better find that you've got to stay on the land until you can get to that piece of beach that exists right at the end of the south part of that pass. But if you don't, you will drown because you won't get out of the water. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. And thanks for watching.